So it's the end of August, you live in zone 6B, 7A, or zone 6 or 7, and you're wondering, what do we plant for fall? If so, here's the video for you. So here in the Northeast in New Jersey, when we think of fall, we think of all of the leaves falling off the trees, the beautiful colors of orange, red, and yellow. We rarely, and we probably never actually, think about flowers. Flowers like zinnias, cosmos, and marigolds, or even nasturtiums are a great addition to add to your fall garden. Last year in my fall garden, I was able to plant some zinnias and cosmos, and boy, what a beauty. It was so nice going outside in October and November when all the leaves were on the floor, but seeing these beautiful, vibrant flowers right in my backyard. So plant some flowers. So when it comes to fall gardening, I think of, what do you see around Thanksgiving? Like, what kind of vegetables are you going to the store to go buy? Those are the crops that you probably want to plant in your fall garden. Next up, thyme. Thyme is just one of the many herbs that can be and should be planted in your fall garden. Herbs are perennial plants, which mean that they only need to be planted once and they will continue to flourish and come back every year, despite the frost, especially if you protect them up here in the Northeast. Next, we have bunching onions, also known as scallions. So you're able to plant these thin bunching onions and they work wonderful. Also, when you go to the store and you are cooking, you're able to replant these same scallions in your garden and they will continue to grow. I did it last year and this is what happened. Next, peas. Now, when it comes to peas, you guys gotta get this in the ground like the first week of September because we're already behind. This is an August crop, but get your peas in. The plant lasts, but the pods don't freeze well. So if you get a harvest, take all the pods off before the frost hits the plant. Number 5 is greens. So some of the most cold hardy vegetables that we are going to see is going to be greens. That's collard greens, mustard greens, bok choy, all the things. Number 6, lettuce. Now when it comes to lettuce, we can't just pick any random kind of lettuce. You want to be specific. You want to pull leafy green lettuce, not head lettuce, not romaine. Those kinds don't make it in the cold. So you want to pick specific varieties like black-seeded Simpson that can withstand the cold. Also, red kind of lettuce, leafy ones, are the ones that also withstand the cold. Next up, radishes. Radishes are an excellent addition to your fall garden. They only take 25 days to harvest, and you can plant them multiple times before your first frost. Number 8, carrots. Carrots are a wonderful addition to the fall garden. They get sweeter with the cool weather, and they can also withstand the frost. Feel free to plant any other rooting vegetables such as turnips, beets, and things like that. Number 9, kale. Kale is another leafy green that really stands up to the frost and ice and below freezing. Last year my kale made it and went from ice cold into the spring like a champ. So plant kale. Red Russian tends to do very well, but they all are good. Next up we have spinach. So again, spinach is another cold weather heavy hitter. They freeze and they come right back in the spring or even as soon as it warms up the same day. Much like lettuce, you also have to pick a cold tolerant spinach so that way it makes it through the frost. The best one to choose would be Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. And if you stayed for this long, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you know we grow together. So that makes 10, but you know we grow together, so I'm gonna give you guys a bonus crop. The bonus crop is broccoli. So if you thought it was too late to grow your broccoli, it is not. Actually, this is a container variety that is ready to harvest in 48 days. So go ahead and check what the first frost date is, or just don't pick any of the ones that are like 70 days or 90 days. Okay, so now I'm going to share the secret to fall gardening no matter what zone you're in. So the secret is that everything you plant should be a maximum of 60 days harvest. You don't want to plant anything over that. If you can get anything 50 days or less, 60 days or less from seed to harvest, that's going to be your best bet. So no matter where you are, make sure that you're looking for a low harvest date. Container varieties normally do that. So as you can see, the broccoli is 45 days, the radishes are 25, the lettuce is 45. So pick things like that. So that way it takes really fast for them to grow to their maturity and you get in harvest in 6 to 8 weeks. So now that we know what we're growing, how do you find your first average frost date? First method is simply going to Google and typing in, when is my first frost date? Put your city and your state and it should come right up. Second method is going to the Farmer's Almanac, which is probably in that same Google search. Just type in your city and your state and it'll come right up. farmersalmanac.com. Method number 3, you're going to be on that same Google search and you're going to go to a website called plantmaps.com. You're going to do the same thing, typing in your information, and then all the towns or cities in your state will come up and it'll show you each one. And last but not least, Seed to Spoon is a wonderful app that I just started using. This is not sponsored. I use the free version, and on the free version you're able to type in your area code and it tells you all the plants that you need to be planting now or planting soon. It tells you the cool weather the crops, the warm weather crops, the perennials. It gives you a whole lot of information. It tells you how to plant. You can get seeds from this website. It tells you when to harvest. There's videos. There's just so much information, and I'm only on the free version, so I can only imagine what the paid version is like. So definitely check this out, guys. And thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I hope this helped. Drop a carrot in the chat if you're still here, and hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. What do we see produce-wise when it comes to Thanksgiving? You see, if that's what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. It's mad sunny, baby.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next episode.